Ni aje?
vile,
Unakuwa gani?
vile tumeangaliana ni kama kuna mazuri ama mabaya uko nayo.
Unakaa ni kama umeingiza baridi sijui nini.
Siwezi ingiza baridi. Leo tunacheza.
Nyie msha win league. Ningekuwa hata singekuwa naona hizo game. Unalala tu gojea trophy muhimu.
Okay, mimi yenyewe La Liga ini excite.
Mbona? Umewin sana mpaka
Okay, mimi La Liga mimi ligi ya ini excite really. Kitu hiyo ni excite sana. Ni Champions League.
Unataka kusema unagoja next season sasa?
Pretty much. Nilishakwambia sisi tulishapewa passport tukaambiwa endeni. So tunangoja next season tujue itakuwaje.
Sawa, sisi tunasukuma. Hatuja give up on anything if that's where you are heading. We are pretty much in everything currently.
Actually, you started saying he'll win the quadruple. Then you went to...
I'd like you to show the evidence that I said we are going to win quadruple. Please share with the viewers.
Have the screenshots.
Please share with the viewers the screenshots where I said that. One thing about Arsenal is most of the things are said by people who are not Arsenal fans. Pundits who are not Arsenal fans, or they are probably Manchester United ex-players. They say Arsenal right now are the best team in the world and they are able to go ahead and win because they do that to put pressure on Arsenal. But if you ask the same person, what is your club competing for? Because personally, I can stand and say Arsenal is competing for the Premier League. But them, they say, no, Arsenal, talk about Manchester United. They won't. But they say Arsenal can win quadruple. I can show you clips of Wayne Rooney saying Arsenal can go ahead and win all the trophies. I have that. I can show you a clip of all those Manchester United ex-players. Each and every one of them said that. But you cannot show me a clip of Thierry Henry saying that Arsenal will win a quadruple.
So
if you have it, then I'll accept it.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? You trying to say that you trying to say that ex Manchester United are glazing Arsenal?
They have a certain agenda because they understand the moment you put that weight on a manager, any manager, not just the only manager who cannot feel that pressure probably would be either the likes of Hansi Flick, Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, Enrique. Those are the managers that have already been there. They've done it, and for them it won't come as a pressure. And also, depending on the players you have, if you have a player who has already done it, like if today you tell Kevin De Bruyne you are going to win a treble, he will tell you, yes, we can try and get that done.
So you're trying to insinuate that the ex-Manchester United, like they trying to put pressure on Arteta, or they just trying to sabotage the Arsenal team?
Because they are the ones who start these narratives. All the time. You can go back in time and review everything. I give you that freedom to do that. Are they really
narratives, or they see potential in you guys?
No, they trying to sabotage, literally, because last season, Patrice Evra said, Arsenal is like Netflix. They always say next season. The same guy came ahead and said Arsenal can win every trophy there is. The same guy. So how can you tell me a player who hates Arsenal can go ahead and say you'll win a quadruple? Do you think he genuinely thinks you can win that quadruple?
Maybe he has seen potential in you. The same way I saw potential in you.
These guys, whatever they are doing.
Remember the first or the not the first really, but the second or the third episode of this podcast. Like I really thought you guys will actually win the league, but you're proving me otherwise.
Because let me tell you.
And I'm pretty sure it's not only me. It's like every other person like was expecting you guys to be that team. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
And one thing I said is this. Arsenal will be there. We will fight for the league every season until we win it.
Okay.
Even if we bottle it this season, I can guarantee you 100%. Come next season, Arsenal will be there. fighting for the
You've been
for
saying
the league.
you've been saying this for the past like 4 years.
Yes, and we shall do it until we win it. We
So,
don't
like,
stop until we win it, because
okay, apart from the last 4 years, remember, like, you have like 18 or 19 seasons that you haven't won,
yeah, that's true.
and you're still patient with that.
We are very patient, because if you have a mission, you don't stop until you win. For example, Chelsea came and challenged for the same title this season, right? They were number 3. They were playing pretty well. They were saying, now we are coming, we are going to show Arsenal how it's done, because they've not done it. We are going to. Where is Chelsea right now? They've already given up. They are now number 7. Tonight they might sleep at number 10.
Hey man, I feel sorry for Chelsea. There's a time Chelsea was the dopest club, according to me, but nowadays they are not that team that I expected them to be. And like right now, the coach that they have, I think, like, they fail that begetting Chelsea is their coach, to be honest. Like, for me, how Chelsea playing right now,
You know, there is so much that is happening in the Premier League, and every ex-player knows it. There is a lot that is happening with Manchester United, but because they don't want that pressure on their club, they don't want that pressure on Chelsea. Liverpool, whatever is happening to Liverpool right now is catastrophic.
man,
You cannot win the league, and the
I
next
pity
day
them.
you are not even in Champions League spot.
I pity them. I pity Liverpool.
But for
the
them
most.
to remove that pressure from their clubs, they put every pressure there is on Arsenal, because there's a ex-Chelsea player called Mikel Obi.
I know.
He came out and said, if Arsenal wins the league, I am not going to recognize them as champions, because this is not how you play football. That guy has won Premier League goal his entire career. One.
Don't say.
Julian Timber came to Arsenal the other day. He got an ACL, went away for a whole season, came back, still has more games than Mikel Obi. This
Don't
is the
say.
first
See,
season.
this Nigerian
Yes,
guy.
he has
I know.
one Premier League goal.
Don't say.
Guess that goal came from what?
I don't know.
A corner. And he says that Arsenal scoring from corners is not how you play football. You should. That's why I'm telling you, these people have an agenda against
Sips
Arsenal.
Sips tea.
These
Okay,
people
go
have
ahead.
an agenda, because if I was an ex Chelsea player, I don't think I would concentrate that much on Arsenal. Chelsea is falling. Chelsea is
Okay.
right now. Chelsea.
For Chelsea fans to be on your neck. You guys are from London, right?
Yeah.
So, like, most probably, like, they have a right to
No,
put pressure on you
there's
since you
banter.
come.
There's banter. I accept banters. If you tell me, oh, you lost to Manchester City, yeah, it's okay. That's a banter. I agree. But when you start telling us our style of play, bro, your club is in number 7.
Okay, for
Your
that.
club got eliminated by PSG, playing 2 legs, scoring nothing.
Okay, for that, I don't really credit them.
Your club sells their best players, goes ahead and buys a player like Garnacho. Bro.
No.
Like, come on.
Garnacho was just chilling, man.
Like, come on. A club that buys Garnacho want to tell us how to play football? Like, really?
Maybe they had seen potential in him.
On who?
In Garnacho.
Garnacho,
Yes,
potential.
yes, they saw-
Garnacho and potential cannot be in the same sentence.
Wow, that's
They-
brutal, man.
Actually, you see, when we talk about clubs, and people think that every day they can talk about Arsenal how they want.
But okay, they are not talking bad about Arsenal. It's Arsenal who gives them leverage to talk bad about them.
That's what I started by saying. Show me one Arsenal fan or one Arsenal ex-player who stood up and said, as Arsenal, we are going to win the quadruple. The
To be
story started
honest-
from them putting the quadruple on us so that they can put pressure on us, so that at the end of the season, if we don't win the quadruple, they can laugh and say, you guys told us you will win. Who told you that we are going to win the quadruple?
I've never seen people who really despise their efforts. Because okay, other people see potential in you, like, yo, this is the best team that can go this direction. But whenever their fans see that people are putting them on the right direction, they feel like they're putting pressure on them. Like, I don't really
no,
get it.
no, no. Personally, I would appreciate if people would focus on their club losing and all that. Like Chelsea lost last night to Brighton 3-0. When we won against
Is
Brighton
this
1-0, it was a story. Oh, Arsenal was outplayed by Brighton. The same people.
They
Their club
outplayed
cannot even score one goal past Brighton. And the last podcast.
I guess I watched the game for the first half, and then I went to Real Madrid's game.
Yeah.
Actually, West Brom.
Brighton.
No, it was Brighton. Yeah, Brighton outplayed Chelsea.
Yeah.
The same way, even the Deportivo Alves, even if Real Madrid won, but Deportivo really played.
So my point
good
was
game
this
against
from the
Real.
last podcast. I said this: if it takes one goal for Arsenal to win a game, I am taking it. If it takes an own goal for Arsenal to win it, I am taking it. If it takes a corner for Arsenal to win a game, I am taking it. But people criticize Arsenal for scoring one goal the entire game. Chelsea went to Brighton. How many goals did they score?
It's never about how many goals you guys are scoring.
It's always
It has
about
never,
the goals.
It's never okay. For the real fans, they know it's never about the goals.
But what is the actual what is the plan if you can't score? If you go to any team, if today you are playing against Real Madrid,
Yeah.
you went to Bernabeu and they scored you 3 goals. How can you say we played well? Doesn't give you any points.
Yeah,
you lost the game.
Yes, but there's a game that you guys can really play well, but just a counter attack, you guys are beaten.
For example,
With just a counter.
For
you guys are
example, for
beaten.
the last five, 6 games,
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal versus Man City Sunday, Arsenal played better than our last 5 or so games, but we lost. We've not been playing well. Against Man City, we played better than we've been playing, but we lost the game. Does it really matter that we played well? It doesn't. They got the 3 points because that was the important points. Every chance we got, we didn't convert it to a goal. And at the end of the day, Man City got the 3 points. That's why I'm telling you, in football, you have to get the 3 points. It doesn't matter how you get it, bro. Because gone are the days where people watched football for the thrill of football. People, when I was growing up, people could watch
But
Barcelona
people are craving
for the way.
people are craving for that. People lately are craving for real football.
But do you think we will ever get real football when everything about football today is banter? Like, all we care about is banter.
Banter has been there. Banter has been there all day, every day.
But it was not.
Banter
if
has
if
been
you watch
there.
for example, when Messi used to play with the likes of Iniesta and Ronaldinho, those guys, that time we didn't have social media, so banter was way less. Right
don't
now,
know.
even a 10-year-old has a phone.
Let me tell you. Banter is not just over the phone. Banter is just even when you are in the ground, where they call you a shot put, they call you dwarf, they call you names. That is the real banter, where you see that is the guy who abused me.
Yeah,
You get?
but the
that is
stadium,
that is the realest. That is the realest pain you can ever experience.
the
right?
stadium,
But they still played. If I can tell you, like, I saw what those people really did to Messi, like, they used to abuse Messi.
But the stadium banter, I wouldn't say it's as effective as online banter. Because
No, it's not.
Listen,
I can choose not to see the comments. I can
listen.
choose not to be browsing.
Listen, for example, if today Liverpool are playing and Mo Salah pulls a very poor performance, do you know what happens? From that game was on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, until the next game, they are reviewing your performance.
Yes.
Even Jamie Carragher goes ahead and starts trolling Mo Salah. This is your club, and you are next player of Liverpool. How can you go online to start trolling a club legend? There is no player in Liverpool history who has pulled the numbers that Mo Salah has.
Let me tell you about something about Jimmy. Jimmy is just a hater by nature. That that person looks down on African players in the first place. If you've never understood that guy, he really looks down not only on African. He doesn't look down on African players. Really, he also looks down on Africa.
Yeah.
He really despises. So I never take whatever that guy says seriously, because I know for whatever time he had in the Premier League, that guy never won a Premier League. You get? Actually, for the football contribution, that person is the last person that should be speaking about other players.
Now,
to
when,
be
when I
honest.
tell you about this type of criticism that is on players constantly. For example, there's I'm forgetting his name, ex Manchester United player, who spoke, who said that Leandro Martinez cannot defend against Haaland. He said Haaland can actually lift him up and throw him away.
Lisandro Martinez,
Lisandro Martinez
of Manchester United.
Yes, and the person saying that is an ex Manchester United player. He's actually a club legend.
But what I came at times, yeah, people really have opinions, but you don't really have to take other people.
Even
other
went ahead and replied, because these players, what I'm telling you is, these players, they all have phones. You cannot say it. They are completely, I want to simu completely. They stay off grid. They all have phones. And when, for example, you are a player, and I am your bro. You might say I'm not going through all that, but I am your brother. I'm scrolling. I tell you, this is what Jamie is saying about you. 2 minutes later, your girlfriend comes. Have you seen what?
Yeah, understand.
So
Like,
this news will get to you at some point. Even if you decide I am not going to check online, at some point there's someone, either your friend, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend. At some point they'll tell you, you know, I don't like what Jimmy Carragher said about you. So when you see Lisandro Martinez replying to, I don't remember his name.
was it Roy Keane?
Roy Keane. No, it wasn't Roy Keane.
It wasn't Roy Keane?
Because
Because I know that's the person who would just be
that
talking.
player who won 13 titles at Manchester United? Huh? No, the other one. Paul Scholes.
Oh, Scholes. You were talking about
Paul Scholes.
Oh.
And this guy is trolling Manchester day in, day out. This time, Manchester lost against Newcastle. He went ahead and posted, he wrote in his status, Tonali. You know, Tonali plays for Newcastle. He wrote Tonali, and then because he had already said Tonali is one of the best midfielders. So how do you expect players to feel when they see even their ex-players don't even have that faith in them?
Okay, there's a times your ex teams has sometimes becomes pathetic, and you're like, yo, we never left this kind of legacy over here. So I don't really, okay, as much as I'll blame them for not guiding the players, yeah, but I also give them credit because they also see like, yo, this is not the legacy that we left here, but this is not the kind of legacy that we would want our club to have. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they've been they be criticizing badly as much as they were worse. But when you sit and watch, you come to realize like just everyone has an opinion, and everybody just want to talk, and it's okay for you to talk. Maybe it helped you in some way, so like you just gotta leave them to talk. But in the real sense, you know, like, yo, you was a failure when you was a player. You was a failure. So like we don't value your opinion. Yes, we hear your opinion, but we don't value it. You get? As much as, yes, you might be a winner, but also your opinion is trash. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes, you might be a winner, but your opinion is also trash. So everybody is entitled to their opinion. So like you never take everyone's opinion seriously.
Yep. So one thing you need to also understand is that most of these players are young. They are not on the age of probably me and you. For example, Lamine Yamal is 18. As an 18-year-old, seeing a grown man like Paul Scholes, who has already won 13 titles with your club, standing and saying you can't play well. You know, as much as you would like to brush him off, there's still that voice in your head that says, this guy is a legend. What did he see? Like, for example, I always give you an example of Messi. Messi played for Barcelona. he won everything with Barcelona. There's no day Messi will stand and say, Lamine Yamal cannot win Barcelona this, because he understands this is a child and he needs he
Time.
needs his space to play however he wants. You see, for a player like Messi, he can literally tell you can't play football and there's nothing you can do because he has played there, he has done it. So for this kid to play well, all he needs is people to just let him play and let the manager guide him, tell him, now try this, try that. But you are not the manager and you are telling him, maze, we mse wezi defend against Kylian Mbappe, he will cook you proper.
But empty debes make the loudest noise, right?
Yeah.
So meaning like people who have such kind of opinion, like they are worse if they are given a chance. You get? So that's why I'm trying to tell you, like, everybody got their opinion. So your opinion actually shouldn't affect me. You get? Because in the real sense, like, that's your world. You're not living in my world. We're just sharing this space.
So in short, hizo vitu za quadruple ni opinion zenu and they won't affect us. We shall keep on fighting for what we want to win. And si nyinyi mtatuambia chenye tunafaa kuwin.
Actually, coming to that,
sawa,
Arsenal are bottling the league again. It's just the other day that we talked about them losing from the 7-point lead to them losing the league. It's actually, I see history repeating itself.
uko sure? Do you want to put your money on where your mouth is?
For now, I can put my money without a doubt.
For sure, Man City to win every single game.
For sure.
We shall be here.
When I watched you guys play against Man City, actually, you were the only threat to Man City's title, actually. If you had won that game,
but you know what
all of us right now would have been hands up.
Wacha nikwambie, if you sat down and thought that Arsenal will go to Etihad and win comfortably, then I think there's something missing in your brain, because Manchester City at Etihad, they really fight for their home. They can go elsewhere and lose, but that is one club that has kept their home as a fortress for the longest time. Like, winning at Etihad is not for everyone.
Arsenal was just the same until they got beaten by Manchester United.
I agree.
So
that game changed everything.
Yes.
But personally,
Mpira udunda, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's never about, it's my home. No. This is football. Football has no place like hapa ni kwetu, like this is my no. If we beat you fair and square.
Sasa kama unasema mpira udunda, how do you say that Manchester City is going to win every game remaining? So mpira itadunda kwa Man City. That's what you are saying.
Kutokea kwa fire they have from their fire spirit that I've seen, like I'm not seeing them losing any game because Pep is on, man.
Yeah, but still, maybe I still know there are teams that can beat Manchester City in their remaining games.
The teams that I know that will be beaten, to be honest, it will be Arsenal.
Man City,
this is the season and time where Arsenal loses everything they had hoped for. Yeah. For the whole season. This is the time that Arsenal normally drops. And actually we've seen that for the past 2-3 games, right?
Yeah. But now I want to
if you won't be careful, history will repeat itself.
I want to give you stats. You cannot say Manchester City will win every game there is, because one, they have to face Bournemouth at away game. Bournemouth, if you look at their run right now, I think they are around 12 games unbeaten. Bournemouth. And at their home, Bournemouth is one of the best attacking teams. So City will be playing Bournemouth. They still have a game with Aston Villa. They still have a game with Brentford and Everton. Those 3 games, Man City cannot win the 3. If they do well, they will win only 1.
What can I really say? But for me, for what I know, Man City right now, wametoa indicator.
No, it's not about indicator. It's about hakuna indicator wanatoa. Man City kama leo they'll score even 10 goals. Okay? But ujue Man City played Sunday. They are playing today and they have a game this weekend.
Their run hasn't been that incredible, really, because they've been drawing much of their games.
Yeah, and those draws cost you.
Yeah,
A draw is you know,
it's almost like a loss.
you know, if today Manchester City will win, and then they'll be level with Arsenal, right? Once they are level,
the best time of our lives.
once they are level, they have an FA Cup game this weekend, and they are playing against the team that eliminated Arsenal. Any team that can beat Arsenal, don't be lied, don't be deceived. Any team that can beat Arsenal, it's not an easy team.
That I don't agree. Man.
Any team that, I need you to go and look, do your research. Any team that has beaten Arsenal this season and how they are doing and where they are on the table and how many teams they've beaten after they beaten Arsenal. For example, we went to Wolves and we drew, and everyone was celebrating. Liverpool went to Wolves thinking that it's only Arsenal who can't. They were beaten by Wolves properly. They lost the game. We drew and they were celebrating. They went there and they drew.
For the knowledge I have about football, today might be a bad day, but tomorrow will be a good day.
My point is, any team that has either drawn or beaten Arsenal, it is not an easy team to beat. Trust me.
That I don't agree, to be honest, because there are teams who can still beat you and they are still on the low block. And they can still beat another team and they are on the low block still. So, like, it's never about if you guys beat these people, then you guys adopt, then you can beat the other team. No. It's never about that. Maybe on that day the football gods were on their side.
You'll just have to wait, and then after Man City plays Bournemouth, we will be here, and you'll tell me what I told you was true.
I can't wait, man, nigga.
Because one of the teams that are on form in the Premier League is Bournemouth.
So like you really putting your money.
No, I'm not putting my money on. I'm saying Man City right now have a different run from before we played with them. Because before we played with them, they were already out of Champions League. So they only had like Premier League. So right now, they have to play today, right?
Yeah.
Then they have to play this weekend.
But I don't think that is a hindrance.
Then you don't understand how it works. When you play midweek, for example, I'll give you an example. Manchester United, every time they play weekends only, they win every game.
Don't give me an example of Manchester United.
No,
we know they are crippled right now.
Every time they play on weekends only, they win their games.
They are crippled.
But every time they play midweek and weekend, they lose.
Give me a solid team. Don't tell me about Manchester United right now.
How many teams right now do you know that they play weekend, midweek, weekend, and they win all the games?
You can't really win all the games if you're playing in that tight schedule.
Then that is my point.
I can tell you PSG also played, when was it? Was it Sato? They lost against Olympic Lyon.
And that is my point. You know, we unasema, because Man City ilipiga Arsenal, now they will win every game. If PSG can lose, what makes you think that now Manchester City cannot lose any game?
The reason as to why I think Man City won't lose any game is because they really aiming at the title.
So PSG is not aiming at the title?
PSG know that they are like 6 or 7 points clear.
Yeah, still 6 or 7 points, that's 2 games.
Yes.
If you lose 2 games, you are gone.
Yes, but okay, that is PSG, right? 6-7 points. How many points do Man City need for them to equal or to overtake you guys?
They need like 6 points. They need,
no,
yeah,
they need 4 points. They need 4 points.
4 points.
Yes, they don't need 6 points. They need 4 points. You get?
Yeah.
That's just a game and a draw.
A game and a draw.
Yes.
So when they are playing a game and a draw, is Arsenal playing, or we are just waiting for
if you guys happen to lose just a game,
you see, now that is the point. Now you have to expect Arsenal to lose for them to
Because
go?
they lose. We know what Arsenal is. Whenever we put money on you guys,
Why do you put money on Arsenal? If you
because
don't,
okay,
why not put your money on Manchester City?
I'm a gambler.
Put your money on Manchester City.
Wait. I'm a gambler, right? You guys are playing, right?
Yes.
Against another team that I think Arsenal will really beat this team. Then you end up not beating the team, making our money go. And if you get the nini.
So you are sure that is what happens. Then put your money on that other team.
I was sure about Arsenal, not the other team.
So what are you saying? That you believe in Arsenal?
No.
Pick a side.
Normally,
Pick a side.
chill. Normally, we bet according to the incredible run a certain team has gone for the past 4-5 games, right?
Maybe we just wanted Man City to be closer so that you can show them how it's done.
Arsenal always have something to say. Arsenal always have something to say.
Anyway,
But
my point is this. My final point is this. Simple. Everyone has to play their games. If Arsenal, and I say this, if Arsenal can't win, if we can't win our games, then we are not worthy lifting the title. If Manchester City loses their game, they lose. So for now,
so you are ready for next season, in short?
for now, we are in the title race and we are focused on our games. That is simple and clear.
You haven't switched up.
We are waiting for our next game. We go.
Let's wait and see. Yes, we'll be here.
Okay.
We will be here.
Hadi bullet ya
We
mwisho.
will be here.
I am looking forward. Hadi bullet ya mwisho.
We shall be
Sisi
here.
hatu give up.
Ni sawa.
Sasa wekeleni pesa yenu hiyo Man City. Sasa msha.
Ebu hapo kwa comments, ebu niambie kama Arsenal itashinda hii ligi ama tafadhali. Kwa hiyo hapa kwa comments nataka tu mniambie, will Arsenal bottle the league ama itashinda? Nataka Arsenal fans pia waongee like, will you guys bottle the league ama mtashinda?
We are still in the race. It's not over until it is over.
We'll be here. We will be here.
Sure.
Okay, see you in the next episode, man. Comment, subscribe, like na share mazee. Like, kwa hii content yetu tumekuja kurealize mazee wase wengi wana watch, hawa subscribe na share mazee. Like, if you want us to go so far, like,
Finya hiyo button ya subscribe.
Finya hiyo button ya
Na
subscribe.
wekea notification ndio every new episode you get notified and know when we drop new content. Keep following us on social media. We are at Sportscast KE.
Yes. You're welcome. Your opinions matter. Like, we'll listen to you. Yeah. Cheers to the next episode, man.